All right, guys, let's take a look at the soon-to-be-released Direnzo Eclipse, or the DRZ-03. Now, you might be familiar with some of the past ones, most certainly the DRZ-02, this guy here, which was a very wild and awesome design, well-built watch, super fun, bunch of different colorways, killer watch. Well, to follow it up, they're going to do a very well done diver watch, okay? So this one is going to be called the DRZ-03, or its actual name is going to be the Eclipse. And there's some design cues here that are going to allude to why it's the Eclipse. I think it's very obvious on this particular colorway. There's two colorways right now. I have both of them. I'll show you the other one in a minute. But right away, you can see that center part of the dial totally like kind of blacked out, and then just past it there's a defined line. You can see it's kind of a radiant look to it, so it's almost like this center part is eclipsing the outer part and it's blasting past it. So that's one aspect of it. Another thing that I noticed was the end of the lollipop on the second hand is following that inner track, like it's on some sort of orbit or something. So now you're not going to see it on this one, but you will see it on this blue one. That lollipop will actually eclipse the date window at 6 as well. So I'll pop this off and show you. Now it's going to come with, so it should come with this elastic style strap, military style strap, but it'll also come with a bracelet. So, and I think they're still dialing in the bracelet, and then the tropical strap or something might be like a stretch goal or something. So if you look here, you'll see in a moment, you'll see that lollipop. If I can get the reflection off there, you'll see it. It like perfectly eclipses the date window. It's pretty awesome. So it lines up really good. I had to put it at a little bit of an angle there because of the reflection off the domed sapphire crystal. So let's get right into the watch specs. You are looking at a 40 millimeter case. If you measure it at the bezel, it's like 40.5, but the case is a 40 mil case, 47 3/4 lug to lug, really nicely brushed, signed crown, screw down. Really the only polished bits on this is this relief edge right here along the sides of the watch, which I really like all the brushing. And then it's nice that they just have that nice pop of high polish going through there. So it works really good. And then of course the polished handset. So 47 3/4 thickness, including the domed sapphire crystal, is it must be double domed because there's like no weird reflections or something, but it's 12.5 millimeter, 20 millimeter lug width, and the bracelet will taper down to an 18 mil. I personally think this would live on this, or I kind of cheated with this one on the leather strap. That's not included. That's a separate strap, which I'll show you in a minute. But this blue one is just spectacular. 120 click bezel, really nice fine edged coin edge on it. Excellent action. Everything lines up good. There's like no play in it. So no drama there for sure. Nicely signed crown with the coin edge matching on the crown. Nice little pop to it, very solid. There's like no wobble to it. Now these are prototypes too, guys. So the movement is going to be, I don't think anything's going to change on this. It should be the SW200. So obviously you can do a date or a no date. So here would be the no date option. The way the date is done on these, I mean, unless you're just anti-date on your watch, I would easily pick the date option on this, especially since, like I said, that lollipop eclipses that. Boom, right there. So it kind of ties into the whole design of the watch. And I don't know, personally I'm actually leaning more towards the old radium loom dial one here with the black and the tannish colored on it. As much as the blue one looks really good, I think I like the really overall appeal and look of this guy here. Like, for example, I knew right away I had this EA Leather Goods brown strap that it's been sitting around. I've been waiting to match it up to something. This would look perfect on this watch. So I took the opportunity to throw it on there. So if you look at the case back on this guy, you can see designed by Sergio Direnzo. So big thanks for reaching out to me and getting these over to me. Swiss made, he is over there. So, and then it does say the DRZ03 Eclipse. It's a screw-in case back, very cleanly done. It doesn't have, you know, it uses the holes in there on there, so it keeps a nice clean profile on wrist. So I'm going to put this one on wrist real quick. You've already seen the elastic one, and then I'll do a loom shot at the end. This video is probably going to go a little long, but and like I said, this leather's not included with it, but this one on a brown leather, dang, that is killer. That looks great. I'm digging that for sure. So this would be the colorway that would come with this one. If you ordered that one, it would come with this one. And I'll put a link in the description because it is going to be a Kickstarter, and I know some people are indecisive on that, but it works, especially when you have a company that's well established like this. They're going to sell really good because the price point is my sweet spot. It's $4.99, and it's going to be like $200 more, I think, after the Kickstarter campaign. So I'm definitely on board with this campaign at the $500 price point. You get some extras. It comes with a little leather, you know, not really a watch roll, but like a leather watch pouch sort of thing. And it's just a really good, clean, spec-heavy watch. Now, if you look a little bit closer here, excuse any smudging, I want to try to point out he did something that you don't typically see, where the dial is actually bowled out. So if you look on that outer part where you would see like a chapter ring, it's incorporated into the dial for the most part. See how it kind of angles up like a ramp almost? So that's pretty slick. It gives a lot more dynamic feature to the dial. Really nicely applied indices, a triangle at the 12, and then you kind of have sticks intermittently, and then you have the circles tying in with the whole Eclipse theme at the 3, 6, and 9. It's just such a well-balanced, clean built watch. High polished hands. You're going to have BGW9 loom on this particular model. I think he's working on a third colorway potentially, but I think just this blue one and then this brown black one is enough. Like, I don't think you really need to do anything else. So you can see here, and me. So you can see this one has the same kind of features, just a killer looking watch. And you can see his hand choice. There's a lot of design carryover. I think you would basically say that it's familiar. So you can see that he's staying with some design characteristics that are going to tie the whole series together. I'm assuming this is going to be a successful venture with Direnzo, and they're going to keep putting out more and more models. If they're putting out models like this at price points that we all can really get on board with, I see no reason why there's going to be a stoppage of this. So I think I covered everything, guys. If not, it'll be covered in the description down below. There'll be a link. And then I'll probably update you guys when the Kickstarter go live. Date is February 12th, 2020. So I know you guys might forget, you might watch this video and stuff like that. So right before it goes live, I will let you guys know again, whether it just be a simple post or something like that. But you can follow them over on Instagram, or when you click on the link, you can actually get signed up on an email or something like that. So big thanks for sharing these with us over there at Direnzo. I appreciate it, and I think you guys are really going to like this watch. This is a killer sized, and it's definitely its own thing, you know. So I'm excited to get one of these and wear it. So I'll see you guys on the next vid after I give you a loom shot. We got to look at that BGW9. That's going to outperform the old radium. Well, maybe not. They're both pretty bright. Usually I'm kind of the camp that the old radium is not very good, but on this one it looks like a decent application of C3 almost. So both really good watches. I like them both equally. So all right, guys, I'll see you on the next vid.